Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. Today we're gonna show you a tip that I picked up from watching pro players, and that is strategic retreat. I believe that learning how to retreat your units is what separates the really high level pro players from regular folks like myself. So without further ado, I'm gonna break down the replay for you guys, and I'll pause it and slow it down where we need to, and then you're gonna see what I do. So as always, nothing too special. Roll out with my harvester first, and then I roll out with my Humvee to take a look. Is that Rhino? Sorry, not the Humvee. So I'm gonna play matchups here. I see he's got a shockwave troop. I'll chase him down. Okay, I see a missile squad. A lot of people. Okay, so pay attention. The beginning of how you start a game is really, really important. Rather than chasing it and allowing that missile squad to go 2-on-1 on me, I purposely retreat my Rhino, right? I back it up all the way, while keeping an eye on what he's doing, right? I back it up, I roll it down. That bought me time to roll out my shockwave troops. Now notice how he does the same thing. He smartly backs out his unit as well, right? Which is a good move on his part. Now, rather than chase his missile squad, I see he's trying to go to the top, so I send another shockwave troop up to the top, and then I try to engage him 2-on-1. He doesn't engage me. Rather than chasing, look at what I do here. I do realize that he hasn't built much. Okay, so think about it at this time. How many units have we seen so far? 2, right? Which tells me he's probably either rolling a double harvester, or he's not very good. I see one harvester down there. Chances are he's got a second one. So by scouting and not engaging him, I'm able to go ahead and hold 2 missile tiles, and I attack his harvester. Now he has a choice to make, right? Let's slow it down. Is he going to go after my jump jet troops here and try to protect his harvester, or is he going to go for the middle and try to protect himself from this missile? I get that first missile because we kept the count going this whole time. Now he's in a bit of trouble. I'm going to go ahead and let him try to take out that middle. I do quite a bit of damage on him. I back out my Orca, and he drops a ion cannon to kill one Rhino. Bit of a waste, right? But that's okay, because now I can roll up a second Orca, and I'm able to put some pressure on him, right? You see what I'm doing here? So I immediately notice that he's got a zone trooper. Look what I do here. Very sneaky. I rolled up my Pitbull hoping to chase his zone trooper. So hoping to chase that harvester down the bottom, but because he rolled his zone trooper, rather than engage his zone trooper, I pull my Orca down to the bottom and bait him into chasing me, and then I use the terrain to hop up on the top. I let his harvester live, right? Because I couldn't engage him and win. But there is a second harvester, so let's go ahead and distract him, and once again, I'm blocking off that entire middle, so if he were to engage me, I have the advantage here. So I sent out my zone trooper right now to go ahead and get a few shots on his zone troops, right? I try to back on my Orca, too little, too late. He's got all of his troops concentrated on the top. Once again, I'm sending troops down to distract him. He smartly goes to the top to engage my Pitbull. So did you see that? I back it off, and look at this switch here. I know he's got an ion cannon. Look what happens. My Pitbull right now is not doing me any good at the top, and my shockwave troops at the top isn't doing me any good. There's still time on the missile, so I do what I do. I swap them out, bang. I lose a shockwave troop from his ion cannon, but now I have the unit advantage, right? And it allows me to roll a second set of shockwaves because I retreated once again. I roll up my Lieutenant Strong Arm. I gang up on his zone trooper. I try to towel block him where I can. I wasn't able to do it, but that's okay because his unit is completely surrounded. We take it out very quickly. I leave my Orca there as a sacrifice. I bump up my shockwave troops. I completely towel block him, and we're able to get this win despite him having much stronger units. I'm pausing it here because, well, I can't now. So as you can see, this strategy depended on retreating at the right time and also making sure the missile count was going all the way. If I lost that first or second missile, I would have had no chance to beat this guy, because once his Wolverines and zone troops come out, he's much higher level than I am, right? How am I supposed to beat him? So that's why I believe that strategic retreat is the key between really great players, the really good ones, and people who are not as good, you know, like myself, who I'm trying and I'm learning, but obviously nowhere near the Alicia Destinies and the Bike Rush guys and Benvin and all those guys at the top. So take a look at here. Right in the beginning, I opened with a Nod Buggy. He's got a missile squad. He should have pressured me, knowing I'm level 7 and he's level 9. I roll out a second one, and we do a little song and dance now. I try to engage him 2-on-1. He smartly moves it up. So let's take a look here. Did you see that? Rather than keep shooting him, I immediately backed off because I don't want my Buggy to be in a 2-on-1 situation. I roll it across the bottom. He smartly rolls it out again, and I noticed that it's a complete stalemate at the top. A lot of players would choose to engage them. I don't, right? I hold my position there to see what he does. I see the Buggy coming, so let's take a look here. Advantage him, right? So I move my Buggy down to the bottom to stall the missile just a little bit, so it gives my time for my flame troops to attack on the top. Now I have the advantage. I move my Buggy away from his bikes once again to engage his missile squad, and now I go ahead and roll out my tank, which is a lot better counter to the Scorpion. And look at my flame troops here. I use the flame troop to quickly finish off his missile squad, right? Because I need that unit to die, right? It's kind of in the way. And then I was able to save my Buggy. I engage at the top the Scorpion tank against his Nod Buggy. I see he's got an open flame troop on the bottom. He's level 9. He's gonna chew up my base pretty quickly. Because I was able to back off earlier, I'm able to engage him with both my Nod Buggies and keep my flame troop right there. The flame troops are really good against bikes because they can't get through, right? So take a look at what happens here. I move my flame troops down, holding this missile because now I'm at I have an advantage. In order for him to break through and contest this missile, he has to be in 2 positions. I'm able to take him out, and we get this first missile. He should have engaged me early on the top with his Scorpion tank, but I think he was so preoccupied with what was going on at the bottom. So now I go ahead and press his Harvester, and I let my Flame Troop die because it doesn't have a lot of health. I notice he's rolling out 3 vehicles now. I basically want to just refresh my units, right? I also noticed he rolled out a Nod Buggy on the bottom, which really doesn't do much, but he seems like he's an aggressive player who likes going after my base. So I send my Banshee down. Notice that he has a Banshee, and it's my best air counter. And I go ahead and engage all his anti-air units, and I sacrifice my Scorpion tank in the process, which I didn't mind because now I can roll out a fresh Scorpion tank. Still lots of time on the missile, and I try to play the matchups here. Notice now I have 2 Banshees instead of 1, and I got tanks, which can take some damage and distract his Banshees while my Banshee engages his. So my level 8 has an opportunity to whip out his level 9s, which is exactly what happens at the top. He rolls out a missile squad, I counter with a flame troop, right? I don't mind holding his laser squad attacking my Scorpion tank because it really doesn't do that much. I run up to the top here and I try to see if I can distract him. He smartly counters with a missile squad, and now I'm trying to wipe out that Banshee. I wasn't successful, look at that. I was not successful, but yet I am 100% okay because look how little health he has. I don't have to chase his Banshee now, right? I roll up my flame squad to the top. The missile is at the 3/4 mark, which is getting very close to the end. He rolls out a flame squad at the top. I roll up my flame squad at the bottom. He's trying to attack my base, but because I got this first missile, I'm actually confident that I was going to be able to win this second one, right? Unfortunately, he does a really great job of stalling me out, so I roll my Scorpion tank down in hopes of jumping on all 3 tiles and quickly ending this match. I wasn't able to do it successfully, so now I go ahead again and I try to go on all 3 tiles, but look how he smartly moves his missile squad to the top. I realize that bike on the top has to die, and now, because of his flame squad on the bottom, oh boy, I almost lost this second missile, and if he gets this missile, it's game over for me, right? So right now, it's a cat and mouse game. What can I do to win this match? I jump on the second tile, and okay, so let's pause it for a sec. The reason why I was able to get this missile is because he's distracted on the bottom. He's worried I'm going to crush his base. In the middle, I've got my Banshee engaging his missile squad, and he's not the ideal situation. I should have set my flame squad. He's distracted in the middle, and he's probably paying attention to what's going on at the top. He's just got too many things going on. He forgot to move his Banshee 1 tile over, and we were able to get this missile. So, again, strategic retreating at the right times is one of the best ways for you to become a better player. There's no point losing units unnecessarily, right? And it can give you a huge economic advantage further down the line. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and as always, if you like it,